Hello and welcome to Sideways. It's eerily quiet out here this morning. I'm not quite sure where the birds are. Perhaps we're a little bit later because the clocks have changed. Anyway, hello. This week we're discussing all the ways your face lets other people know what you're thinking, even if your mouth is trying to avoid doing so. We get hooked on the impact of the end of the British summertime and the ways we feel about the clocks changing. And we hear about a case of mistaken identity involving the Aurora Borealis. I'm woken by a bump in the night, and Martin feels grateful for some electro swing jazz, whatever that is. Facial leakage.
Good morning to you.
Good morning.
How you doing?
I'm all right. Welcome to, what is it? Is it autumn or winter now?
Don't know. Oh, that's autumn, isn't it? Yeah, coming out. Yeah.
Yeah, but hang on. The clocks only change twice, don't they? So
They do.
So the other time they change, that's British summertime. So surely it must be British winter time.
That's the polar opposite, isn't it? Yeah. So you're probably right. I
don't know. I might look it up afterwards.
You would, please do. But yeah, I wouldn't worry yourself too much. But it's just, it means I've got to change my watch, and that's the only thing, isn't it? When the hours go back.
Yeah, well, that's because you're still living in the dark ages wearing a watch.
Well, no, that's I love wearing a watch. I can't not, but it is a bit of a routine.
You should get an Apple Watch. Then that would change automatically. I imagine.
Yeah. No, I don't want all that. But it's nice. It is quite a nice ritual. But I don't like the one turning it back. I like the one going into British summertime. But this one, I can feel my mood change between now and Christmas.
Can you?
Yeah.
Does that mean you're going to be a miserable bastard this morning?
More than normal. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Yeah, I like it because for at least a couple of weeks you get lighter mornings.
Yeah, you do. Yeah.
Which is nice. And by the time it gets dark at about 4 o'clock, I'm pretty done with the day by then anyway.
That's it, yeah,
I'm getting ready for bed about 4.
It suits you perfectly, doesn't it, this time of year? But nobody else. So
I think some people like the clocks going back, don't they? Don't you think?
Generally speaking, no. But the
only thing I don't like about it is having to change the kitchen clock.
Yeah.
Because when you get the kitchen clock down, there's always sediment on top of it, isn't there? You're always reminded of how infrequently you get the kitchen clock down to clean it.
Well, once every 6 months by the sounds of things.
Exactly that, yeah. Mm.
Anyway, before we go on for another hour and waste the extra hour we've been given today.
Yeah, which also is a load of old rubbish because you lose it at the end of the day.
Well, quite, yeah. So
that gaining an extra hour, if you think that that's happening, listener, you're kidding yourselves.
Yeah.
Because what is borrowed has to be paid back.
The Lord giveth and the Lord taketh away.
Exactly.
Anyway, let's get on to what I wanted to talk about.
All right then.
Which was facial leakage. Now,
it sounds so disgusting.
Well, this is a phrase that I only heard last week, and it sort of made me laugh, but also made me want to find out a little bit more about it. It came up at work during a training session that I attended, which was about dealing with neurodiverse people in the workplace. And it's quite relevant in the recovery community because we can often tell when people have been imbibing in certain drug use. Because
they've got literal facial leakage.
They have. Or they've got or their involuntary facial expressions and movements and stuff.
Yeah.
But anyway, before we get on to that, before we start, you sent me quite an amusing link to an article on the BBC website.
I thought you'd enjoy that because didn't we talk about the Aurora Borealis a little while ago?
We did. Did you want to mention it, or shall I talk about it?
No, you go through it.
Yeah. Oh, well, yeah. The link went to an article on the BBC website where someone had confused the light that was emitting from a local tomato processing factory with the aurora borealis, because it gave a very red glow in the sky, didn't it? Which, fair play, because the northern lights have been seen on a couple of occasions recently in this part of the world, which is particularly unusual, isn't it?
Well, I thought it was unusual, but actually it turns out that when people have been seeing the aurora borealis in Hampshire or wherever it was, they've probably just been looking at some tomato plants or maybe some cucumbers.
Oh yeah, it's just a bit of light pollution from the ground. But haven't seen any the proper aurora borealis. Have you?
I haven't at all. I remember it was visible around here, wasn't it, a couple of weeks ago? But I was asleep, which won't surprise you.
Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't until the next morning when you saw on social media when people are putting pictures of it. I thought, I've missed that. But
I don't know what this says about me, but I think probably if someone said to me, if you stay up till 11 tonight, you can see the aurora borealis, or you can just go to sleep as usual, I'd probably just go to sleep anyway.
Would you? Yeah.
Is that very curmudgeonly of me, do you think?
I don't think so. I think I now and again I've stayed up to watch bits and pieces in the sky. I watch the space station go over or whatever, which is quite interesting. But you just see a little dot in the sky, but it's quite interesting.
I'm an all right. I'd rather be asleep and then someone tell me about it the day after.
See some nice pictures of it. Yeah, that's all you need, isn't it?
Yeah, which is the other thing, of course, because if you take, as far as I'm aware, if you take a picture of the Northern Lights on your phone, it tends to show up much more vividly than if you watch it with the naked eye.
Yeah.
So in that sense, you're better off just looking at some photos the day after, aren't you?
Yeah, and you feel rested enough to do so, don't you?
Exactly. And you don't have to go to Iceland, do you?
Iceland, no, you don't. But another little story that caught my eye, which is a bit more relevant to our podcast, really. But there's the police in Düsseldorf in Germany. Mm-hmm. They raided a pizza restaurant after it was discovered that if you ordered a number 40 from the takeaway menu, it came with a side order of cocaine. You got a little bag. You got some drugs that came with it.
Is that not the same at Pizza Express?
I haven't tried it, mate. I wouldn't recommend it, but they probably changed the number. But yeah.
So hang on. So if you ordered a number 40, you got a side order of cocaine.
You did, yeah.
Right. Was that the only drug that you could get if you ordered a secret number?
That was the only thing that came up in this article I was reading. So there may have been other things on the menu, but that was the one that was most popular apparently. And it showed up that number 40 was very popular. But the police went round and they raided the owner's apartment. And as they went up the stairs, he threw a bag of cocaine out the window.
Yeah.
But he didn't know there was a policeman actually stationed outside, and he caught it on the way down. So the lad was banged to rights.
The other thing that strikes me about that is if you're in a pizza restaurant, right, and you're looking down the menu, and you see number 40 and it's astronomically more expensive than the other pizzas, wouldn't you smell a rat? You'd think, what's going on there then?
Yeah, I
didn't realise pineapple chunks were that expensive. You'd think, couldn't you?
I mean, some people prefer cocaine on their pizza rather than pineapple.
Do they?
Sure. Some people don't like pineapple on a pizza, do they?
No, well, I certainly don't like pineapple on a pizza. I mean, I don't think I'd like cocaine on a pizza. I think I'll stick with anchovies and olives. Thanks very much.
And a very wise choice, sir, I'd say.
Thanks, yeah.
Anyway, we get on to the subject matter, shall we?
Yeah, go on.
Facial leakage, because I was a bit like you. I thought it was like, it sounded a bit rude. I thought it was like pus from a spot on the face or something. Or
yeah, that was my first thought. And then I kind of put two and two together and I thought, I guess this must mean showing one thing with your face, but saying something else with your mouth.
Yeah. I thought that. And then I could see the image was like sort of mucus coming out of your nose.
Some people might be eating.
They may well be at this point, but that's the last I'm going to mention that, because I'm going to go on to the definition of what facial leakage is. And
Good.
When I looked this up, facial leakage is when someone's facial expressions reveal emotions that they are trying to hide. This can happen involuntarily and non-verbally, and can occur within 1/25th of a second. So you've got to be quite sharp to notice this, haven't you? When someone tries to conceal his or her emotions, leakage of that emotion will often be evident in that person's face. The leakage may be limited to one region of the face, which is called a mini or a subtle expression, or maybe a quick expression flashed across the whole face known as a micro expression. And that's it is micro expressions, which is much easier to find details on when you're researching it. And so some of it is sort of more moving towards that. But I wanted to go through some examples of facial gestures and what that tends to show.
Will you be covering abject surprise when one orders a pepperoni feast and it turns up with cocaine on the side?
Yeah, you'd be a bit wide-eyed. And you'd certainly start chewing your lip afterwards and chewing your face off. Yeah, once you've had the whole delivery. Anyway, it feels like I'm glamorising it to a certain extent, which is not what I'm.
No, well, I'm glamorising it, aren't I?
Yeah, you are.
I don't think you should be held responsible for that.
Thank you, mate. Thank you. Got me out of that. Anyway, so the facial gestures of nervousness and tension. Okay, there's a few things that have come up on that, which you may or may not agree with, but furrowed forehead?
Yes, definitely agree with that one because, I imagine one of the features of facial leakage or one of the kind of prerequisites is that you're not really aware that you're doing it.
Yeah.
And I know, because it's been pointed out to me before, that I tend to furrow my brow.
Yeah.
And I don't know I'm doing it. So it's probably just my constant, underlying state of anxiety and worry.
Nervousness and tension. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Squinting eyes comes into that category as well.
Yeah, well, I think I only do that if I can't see properly.
Well, me too. Yeah, I can't find
squinting eyes. Squinting eyes. So when might you squint as a facial expression then? If you're kind of not understanding something, perhaps. Or...
Yeah, it does come into some other categories as well. But yeah, nervousness and tension apparently, and also lips that are sucked into the mouth, like that. People can't see that. But
after you've had a number 40.
You can, it looks like, I don't know if that's an expression I use ever. Perhaps I do, perhaps it's unconscious. Or quivering lips comes under here as well.
Oh, I suppose the lips sucked into the mouth is, again, that feels very much like an involuntary thing that you wouldn't realise you're doing. It's like you're feeling tense, because that's very much a kind of indicator of tension, isn't it? A sort of tightness around the mouth, as it were.
Yeah. And they quiver, apparently, the lips as well. They can do that when you're nervous.
Like that?
That's it, yeah. You see it when people are going to cry, but certainly nervousness and tension. And it also said quivering chin. I mean, that's
Quivering chin is an extension of the quivering lips.
I'd say so, wouldn't you? Yeah.
It's like when you're trying to gain control over your quivering lips, but you can't manage it, and it. That's quite a good impression. It's a pity that the listeners can't.
They can't see. Well, I think with the listeners, they'd probably be doing it themselves whilst they're listening to this, I'm sure.
Well, I think, and if you're not, you should be.
You should be.
Give it a go. Try and calm down your quivering lips and see if it makes your chin quiver. Simultaneously.
And corners of the mouth twitching as well, apparently. There's a lot of twitching going on there, isn't there?
Well, I don't know if you know this, you probably do, but there are a lot of tiny little muscles around your eyes and your mouth and your lips and so on. So it does make sense that any tension that you feel is going to manifest in that part of your face.
Yeah. There's plenty there to work on, isn't there?
Plenty to work on. Yeah, well, plenty to try and keep relaxed if you're not feeling relaxed.
Yeah, well, people go and have their faces massaged, don't they? Have a facial that makes them feel better after they've had their face slapped about a bit.
Yeah, or have a load of filler stuck into it so that you can't see there.
So it stops
It stops them making any expression.
Yeah, completely. Well, people are. Right? You can see them, can't you? People that do have facial fillers, they seem to be completely expressionless.
Perhaps people who have a lot of fillers are people who previously experienced a lot of unwanted facial leakage.
Facial leakage. Yeah, they get it in a different way now if the Botox starts seeping out, whatever. Yeah. But the next area was facial gestures of dislike or disagreement. Now, pursed lips came out there.
Yeah, pursed lips. Yeah, I've got one particularly in mind. I'm wondering if you're going to mention it.
Okay. Yeah, pursed lips is obviously, I think we've all seen that. It means you don't like something or you disagree. And it's apparently seen in babies as young as 4 weeks old. So they
Really?
so that's something they haven't visually seen. It's something which they will involuntarily do. Nose
They're
crinkle.
not getting picked up or fed or something.
Yeah, I don't know where it comes in, but yeah, if there's something I don't like, they'll purse their lips.
Mm-hmm. Nose crinkle, did you say?
Nose crinkle.
What, one of those sort of...
Yeah, one of those.
Yeah.
Again, I think people should be doing that whilst they're listening to this. The next one was upper half of lip on one side rises, as I don't know, sort of an Elvis, really.
What, Elvis impression?
Oh, yeah, he disliked or disagreed with an awful lot.
Was that an auditory impression you did there?
It was a little bit, wasn't it? Yeah.
Thank you very much. One of those.
I think everyone can do a bit of that.
I don't know about that one. That feels a little bit cartoon-like to me.
I
that
think
one.
so. I think
A sort of facial leakage. Do people do that when they don't realise they're doing it? I'd be surprised, really. Maybe.
The other one, which is a bit more common, probably, is rolling of the eyes.
Yes, that's the one I was thinking of.
It was, yeah.
And the reason I was thinking of that one is because if you're in a group, I don't know if you've ever noticed this, but if you're in a group of people, and assuming you can see each other, so you're sitting in a semicircle or a circle or whatever, when something is said, that is the one that I think tends to be exactly just what you did then, which of course nobody can see. It's very subtle, but you notice it in people because it's very brief. But there's a kind of palpable indication of disagreement or frustration or whatever. And that seems to me, out of all of those, that's the one. Certainly, that's the one that I've noticed in other people most.
It is, and it's quite a common emoji that's used as well, isn't it? That one.
The eye rolling emoji.
Yeah, I think you use that quite a lot on things that I say to you in messages.
I do, yeah.
Make your eyes roll.
The other one, I suppose this is this facial leakage? I suppose it is. Well, I don't know if it is really, but there'll be sort of glances shot, won't there, between people? Exactly. That sort of, it's almost as if you're looking for support in the way that you feel with someone else. You're kind of scanning round. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And it's a shame we're not fit. I might have to put this one up. I might have to put the video of this one up.
Well, it is because often when you like get the rolling eyes, it's the head tilts as well, like that.
Yeah.
But that's quite a common one, which we'll all be familiar with. The eyelids fluttering apparently is a gesture of dislike and disagreement as well.
Is it? I don't know. It's not that your contacts are uncomfortable.
Yeah, that could be that. You've got something in your eye.
Yeah.
But eyelids close and fail to reopen for what seems like a long time.
Well, that's sleep, isn't it?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Yeah, you've got to get someone. Yeah. That used to happen in meetings a lot.
That's right. That demonstrates that someone's asleep when their eyelids close and they don't open them. Or they're dead.
Another facial gesture of dislike or disagreement is the squinting of the eyes, like Clint Eastwood in a shootout.
I get that one. That's the sort of the subtext of that is, what the fuck are you talking about?
Well, exactly. Yeah,
that's what that one is.
It is. Yeah.
Although it doesn't have to mean that, because I'm just thinking about that, and I use that quite a lot, and I'm not thinking that in work, with clients, where they're saying something and what they're saying feels to me as if it is contrary to what they're feeling.
Right, yeah.
So they're saying, they might say something like, oh, this happened to me, but that's fine. And I'm thinking, that doesn't sound like that's fine. And then I will kind of squint. I'll narrow my eyes as if to say, are you sure that's how you feel?
So you're disagreeing with them.
If any of my clients are listening, I'm not really thinking, what the fuck are you talking about there? I'm just questioning the validity of the observation you're making.
A slight disagreement with what they're saying. Yeah.
Well, it feels to me as if it's a manifestation of me challenging.
Yeah.
They're saying. Yeah. I'm going to challenge you on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So beware, any of Graham's clients listening to this. When the eyes narrow, you're in big trouble.
Yeah, when the eyes narrow, I'm coming after you about something you've just said.
Yeah. The next one was facial gestures to relieve stress.
Okay.
Now, are you aware of anything you do with your face to relieve stress?
To relieve stress, I'll probably blow my cheeks out, blow one of those might do
Yeah,
that.
that's
I don't know. Tell me what they are, and I'll tell you if I recognise.
yeah. There's uncontrollable blinking. I don't know that.
I don't think I do that.
No, or cheek twitching. That might be where you're blowing your cheeks out.
One of those. No, I don't recognise either of those.
No, I don't really.
No, I'm not having that.
Or jaw thrust forward.
Like Jimmy Hill?
Like Jimmy Hill, yeah, do a Jimmy Hill. Yeah, these ones are
do a chinny recon?
Chinny recon. Does that relieving your stress? One which you might know, pulling of facial hair. When people do itchy beard, do they stroke their beard?
Yeah, I don't have enough facial hair to do that. I don't think I do any of it. I might.
No.
When I had a more substantial beard, I definitely had a tendency to fiddle with it. But I think that's more because I'm a bit of a fidget. I don't think I was necessarily indicating anything. I don't think it was to relieve stress.
No. I'm not aware of doing anything to relieve stress, but perhaps again they're uncontrollable, they're subconscious. Because the next one, that is repetitive touching of the nose or eyelid with a finger. Now I know some people that you speak to, and they will rub their eyes like that often when they talk back to you. I've seen that happen quite a lot.
Yeah,
which they're feeling uncomfortable with either what you're saying or just your mere presence, perhaps.
Yeah, I don't think I do that. I think the things that I'm most likely to do. Sorry, what was this to do? What to relieve?
It's to relieve stress. Yeah, I suppose it's just if you're quite anxious.
I suppose the two things that I do mostly to maintain a sense of calm when I'm talking to people is I fiddle with something like a peg or a pen. I can't find my peg actually, which is making me feel slightly stressed. Anyway, or the other thing that I do is I break eye contact.
Okay,
they're the two things that I do most commonly.
Yeah, it's quite tricky, isn't it, when you are having eye contact with someone, when you knowing when to break. It can be a little bit. People come across as a little bit creepy if you hold it too long.
Yeah, I mean, I suppose I notice it most obviously in work. Yeah, and it feels like it's reasonably natural there because I definitely look out the window when I'm thinking about what I'm going to say.
Yeah.
And so that feels like, and I think that you're right. It can feel a bit intense if you're really staring at someone. So I think it gives everyone a bit of relief.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it does reduce the tension.
So I always need to be sitting by a window so I can stare out of it.
Yeah, which again is, it's not facial leakage, but it's part of managing the tension, or the ambiance.
Well, I think that's right. It's a way of managing emotion, isn't it?
It is.
So organise yourself in such a way as to ensure that you've got the ability or strategies to cope with whatever you're feeling. Yeah.
As a summing up of that particular area there, the notes tell me that these behaviours are not only repetitive, so you can do this on a regular basis, they may increase in severity under stress and at times become very fast. Repetitive behaviours are soothing behaviours, which is why we develop nervous tics in the first place.
So when you feel increasingly stressed about something, what are you aware of doing? Is there anything that you're aware that you tend to do?
No, I suppose I can put my hands on my face, or my face in my hands, and rub my face a bit sometimes.
Like that?
That's it.
Yeah.
And then put it round to the side just to sort of to release a bit of tension.
Yeah. I'm just trying to think what I do. I'm not sure. I'm going to look out for it now. I'm going to look for my own facial leakage.
I am, and well, I have been since I've found out about it. I know I could see everyone that was in this session looking around at each other, see what leakage was going on.
Right. And did you notice anything about yourself?
Not about myself. I noticed it in others,
right.
which then I could perhaps relate back to because you as I say, a lot of these are involuntary. You're unaware. The last little bit was just about facial gestures of contempt or disdain. I mean, I think that eye rolling under dislike or disagreement is a major one there, isn't there? But apparently, a high or holding your nose high is a bit of a facial.
One of those sort of throwing the head back. Oh, God.
Well, I think that or just holding it, because the next one is a haughty attitude. Do you ever have a haughty?
How's that a facial tic?
I don't know.
A haughty attitude. Do you ever have a haughty attitude?
I don't know how that manifests in a facial expression, but
A haughty attitude.
rolling the eyes comes back into that one as well. But the last one I quite like. It says looking dismissively askance.
I'm going to practice looking dismissively askance. Yeah. I'm just going to have a go now.
Go on.
I'm going to look dismissively askance at you.
Go on. Yeah.
What do you think? You have a go. Now you have a go.
I'll try it, yeah.
Yeah.
I think my lips was doing a bit.
I think your eyes were doing most of the work there, actually.
Most of my sconcing.
Yeah. That's good.
So that was really it. That's all I could really find on it. I know it's what sort of feels like.
I quite enjoyed that. I don't know how enjoyable it will be to listen to
the listener. Well, they can try it themselves, can't they? Or become aware and look at it in other people. Yeah,
but I might put the video up of this one on YouTube.
Okay,
so that everyone can see our attempts at at those particular facial tics.
Okay. Yeah.
Great.
So that's it, really, mate. It's the next part of of my notes is normally at this point just going on to the conundrum feature.
Oh, crikey! I haven't thought of one.
You haven't thought of one,
right? That's okay. Don't panic.
You have a list somewhere.
Yeah, I've got a list. Don't panic. All right, that's the most important thing.
Yeah. Can you see the panic in my face? Where was it? Have a look. Which are nervous as a tit, squinting eyes. My lips are sucked into my mouth and everything at this point.
Oh, this is actually quite a serious one.
Oh, okay.
In a sense. Right. So, is it okay to refuse to delete someone's number from your phone or defriend them on Facebook at the request of your partner?
Or request of your partner?
Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, is it okay to refuse to say, no, I'm not going to take that person out of my phone or delete them from Facebook just because you feel... the caveat to this is the assumption that you haven't done anything to create a feeling of mistrust in your partner.
Right, okay. So it's not someone you've been flirting with or...
The assumption in this is that there's no reason why your partner might have misgivings about this person. What do you think?
Well, you wonder why they want them deleted if there's nothing fishy going on.
Well, it might just be that your partner feels insecure and doesn't want you to have any people that they consider to be attractive of their gender in your contacts list.
I would say no, it's not really okay to do that, but you probably would be to keep it to stop any ag.
Okay, so that's the interesting that's the conundrum, isn't it?
It is because
I understand that response, but isn't that opening a can of worms?
I think it's something that's inherently wrong in your relationship. Which if you're being asked to delete one, and then you've got to make a choice whether you do it or not.
Okay, so what might you do then in that situation if you might say, okay, I will do that. But if you're recognizing that there's something inherently wrong in your relationship, might you try and address that?
I think so. You'd want to know why it needs to be deleted. I mean, it's almost like going through your partner's phone, isn't it?
Exactly.
Because they must have gone through there to find it was there in the first place. So it is a hope. It is
some people, I don't know if you've noticed this, I'm sure you have come across this, particularly in recovery circles, but sometimes I've noticed people will say proudly that they let their partner go through their phone. What do you think about that? Say, I let my partner go through my phone, And I always think to myself, do you feel like it's a healthy thing about your relationship?
Yeah. No, I haven't come across that, no. But I don't, It's why would they need to go through it anyway?
Precisely.
Yeah.
If your partner feels the need to go through your phone, as you said, doesn't that indicate there's something not quite right in your relationship?
There's mistrust there, yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
So if your partner wants to go through your phone, whether you want them to or not, or they want you to delete someone from your contacts list or a friend on Facebook, I think what we're saying is the issue is broader than that specific request.
Is the difference between deleting them and blocking them as well, isn't there, really? Because you can just delete the number, which means they can still ring you.
Yeah.
you can't ring them unless you've written it down somewhere else, the number. But blocking
somewhere
them,
else in your phone where they might come across it.
yeah, it is a conundrum. There's a lot in there. We could do a whole episode just on phones, couldn't we?
Well, we certainly do an episode on trust if we haven't already.
I can't imagine we haven't, but we've done so many now. I forget, don't you?
Yeah, I definitely forget. We could do one on forgetfulness, couldn't we?
I think we've done one.
Have we? I've forgotten.
I don't know. I've forgotten that as well. Obviously, we didn't learn any lessons from it about how to be less forgetful.
Yeah. So anyway, that's. I think I think we're in agreement on that.
Yeah.
If you have that conundrum, you should probably look at the situation more broadly than the specific request.
Yes. I agree. We'll move on from that. I think we.
Sorry, that was quite a serious one this week.
It was.
I apologise for that.
Yeah. Well, it's we need a little bit of seriousness amongst this light-hearted.
Yeah, facial
banter.
leakage. Yeah.
Yeah, facial leakage. On the gratitude list, then, what have you got on? What have you got on yours this week? Have you remembered to do that?
I have remembered to do it, and I wrote down. I wrote down that what I'm grateful for this week is an absence of damage.
Okay, you can. Have
you won't guess this, so don't try. So this morning, right? This morning, I woke up in the half light.
Yeah.
And thinking, oh, have I overslept? And then I realised the clocks had gone back. And there was an almighty crash. Almighty. I mean, it was so loud that I thought, blimey, that sounds like the ceiling's come down somewhere in the house. I mean, it was horrendous. So as you can imagine, I got out of bed quite quickly.
Yeah.
To find that in the middle room where I work, one of the shelves had collapsed. Right. Now, before you say anything, you put those shelves up. Yeah. The brackets were still in the wall, but the shelf itself had broken.
Oh, right. Okay.
And I can only assume it was because it's sitting maybe too close to the radiator and that the glue with the doweling had, and there was a lot of books on it.
Right.
So maybe I'd overladen it and it had crashed to the floor. It was right by my desk, by my computer, everything. And remarkably, nothing had been damaged. There was a couple of plant pots on the shelf. One of them had fallen into the bin the right way up.
Yeah. Wow.
So I thought, well, crikey, this could have been a whole lot worse.
Yeah, yeah.
So in my shock, I felt quite grateful that my shelf collapsing hadn't caused more damage than it could have done, and that it wasn't actually the ceiling falling in.
Yeah, yeah, because that's I had to deal with that at my eldest daughter's house where they had a ceiling collapse.
Yeah, that's not that's very funny, is it?
The mess is awful. Yeah, it took forever. But anyway, that's a good one to be, when you count your blessings a little bit and think, it could have been a lot worse, rather than concentrating on the ag that it's caused.
Correct.
On the damage limitation. Anyway, well, on my list, I've got a day off work.
Nice.
I was grateful for, because it was an odd day in the week. I just had Tuesday off, and I was grateful for going down to Brighton for the day, which I haven't been down there for a long time, with my mate Jez, who I know is a listener. We went down there, and we went down to see to the Brighton Dome to watch a band in the evening. But we got down there during the afternoon and did a little walk around, looking at where Quadrophenia was filmed, which was lovely.
Excellent.
Which was I was grateful for having a day off work in the middle of the week, as it were. It broke the week up.
It's also quite nice to do something specific on your day off, isn't it?
It is, isn't it?
Rather than just faff about with various aspects of facial leakage. Almost said fecal leakage then, which would be completely different, wouldn't it?
That would change your facial leakage at that point, wouldn't it, if you discovered you had a bit of fecal leakage?
Yeah, you went to see some weird French jazz something band, didn't you?
Yeah. They're
electro jazz, is that right?
Yes, electro swing jazz. Yeah, which is just fabulous. I mean, it's a unique sound, I've got to say, and it was absolutely brilliant. Yeah, enjoyed every moment of it.
Good.
So I was grateful for that this week.
Well done.
Now I'm going to move on to the best-selling singles in the UK. The years. No,
I've been good at this, haven't I, so far?
I was looking back. I think you got 20 and then 25 points, so that you're on the up on that.
I mean, I'm really, this is this is troublesome for me. This is difficult.
Well, we also look at the FA Cup winners. Now, I know you're going to get the first one because
Is it 1980 then?
it's 1975.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Yeah, that's West Ham.
We can go on to the football bit straight away.
Oh, sorry. Okay. All right, go on.
What was the best-selling single that year? 1975.
1975. Crikey. Can you give me any sort of a clue?
Yeah. Well, if you can, it was sort of. No, I could give you a very obvious clue, but
No, don't try one that's not quite so obvious.
yeah,
if you can.
Okay. I would say we're in the glam rock era at this point, really.
Oh, okay, all right. That's a clue. That's a clue.
Well, not really a glam rock.
Oh.
They're glam rocky-ish, but you wouldn't say they're particularly glam.
Oh, okay. So we're also in sort of Rubettes, Shawaddy Waddy.
That's sort of yes. That's
Okay. We're in the Pilot, those sorts of Jigsaw, those sorts of bands. Obviously, I haven't got it yet because I haven't seen any facial leakage.
No, you haven't seen any. You haven't hit upon it just yet.
So am I closer to the right type of band with the Rubettes than I would be with, say, Sweet?
Yes.
Okay. Sailor.
No. They're a bit more famous than that sort of group.
I might need another clue.
They were big in their day from Scotland.
Oh, Bay City Rollers.
Exactly. Yes.
Oh, was it Shangalang?
It wasn't Shanghai.
No, okay. Was it?
How many guesses I want to allow you to have?
Well, you got to let me have another one.
Okay.
Bye Bye Baby.
It was Bye Bye Baby.
Yeah, all right. Well, yeah, that reminds me of I've told this story before, haven't I, about going to my cousin's wedding and insisting that I had a tartan scarf to tie to my wrist and my mum getting me a bit of tartan material. I must have looked an absolute tool.
All the rage. Everyone was wearing tartan, mate, at that time. Don't worry about that.
Okay, so Bye Bye Baby by the Bay City Rollers. Lovely. Didn't Les McEwen have an alcohol problem?
He did, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, okay. So am I giving you points for that then? 5 points for each of those?
I think I should get something. Come on.
Okay. I'm going to give you 5. I'll give you 5 points in total for that.
All right. Yeah, that sounds reasonable. Yeah.
Because the football one you're going to get, I need to know the team who won the FA Cup that year, who they beat and what the score was.
West Ham beat Fulham 2-0.
They did, yeah.
And Alan Taylor scored both goals, as I recall.
Both goals. He did, yeah. I'll give you 10 points for that. No points for the goal scorers because that was a bit too easy, really.
Oh, all right. So I'm on 15 points then, am I?
Yeah, you are. So
okay, good.
So we're going to go. So we did 1975. We're going to go to 1985 now. What do you think the best-selling single of 1985 was?
Can you give me some help with the genre?
Yeah, I mean it's a. I suppose it's like it's a more of a ballad, more of a power ballad, if you like.
Was it? Is it too early for Bryan Adams?
Too early for Bryan Adams.
Oh, is it? The Power of Love or something like that?
Yes. Yeah, I'll give you 5 points for The Power of Love. Do you know when that was by?
Well, was it? Well, there's a couple of Power of Love songs, aren't there? One of them was Frankie Goes to Hollywood.
Yeah.
Was it that one?
No.
No, it was the other one. The Power of Love. It was that one, wasn't it?
It was, yeah.
I want to say Jennifer something. Is that right?
It is right, yeah.
Jennifer. What's her second name begin with?
I can't. It was, second name is also the name of a high-scoring Liverpool player from the 80s.
Jennifer Rush.
That's it. Yes. I'll give you some points for that as well.
Ah, excellent.
We're shoehorning this in some of these points, but
I'm quite pleased with getting The Power of Love. I mean, that's quite good out of all the songs I could have picked in the 80s.
Yeah. So what do you reckon then for the cup final that year?
I'm not very good with cup finals. Mid 80s, it's a fair bet that it was Liverpool. So I'm going to say Liverpool.
Against?
I'm going to say Everton.
I'm going to give you some points because it wasn't Liverpool, but it was Man United against Everton.
Oh, okay. All right.
You know what the score was?
2-0.
It was 1-0.
Oh. That doesn't sound like a very interesting game.
No, wasn't that the one? I got a feeling at Norman Whiteside, didn't he get the winner after Kevin Moran got sent off?
don't know. You know too much about football. It's frightening.
I'm going to go on to 1995 now. So we've done 75, 85 and 95. And if you get the best-selling single in 1995, you'd have done particularly well.
Right, so can you give me any sort of clue?
I can. They're more known for, it's a duo that are more known for their acting than their
is it Robson and Jerome?
Robson and Jerome.
I can't remember the song they had though. Was it a classic song that they covered?
Yeah.
Oh, I can't remember what it was. What was it?
No points for that. Unchained Melody.
Oh, God, I hate the bloody original as well.
Yeah, quite. Yeah, it's awful, isn't it?
That is absolutely foul stuff. That was the best-selling single of 95.
No. Robson and Jerome.
Honestly, 1990s wants to have a look at itself.
Some people have no taste.
That's disgraceful.
So what about the cup final that year?
95. Well, I'll try them again as they didn't work out for me in 85. I'll go Liverpool.
Against?
Arsenal.
No, it was the reverse of 1985. It was Everton against Man United.
Oh.
And Everton won this time.
Oh. And was it 1-0?
It was 1-0, yeah.
Oh. Do I get points for that?
I'm going to give you points for that because you've done quite a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 30, 40 points.
Oh, get in.
Get in.
I enjoyed that one actually. That was. I think I'm getting into the swing of this now. I do need a little bit of a leg up with.
Yeah, because it's such a wide thing for the best-selling single. It's tough, isn't it?
Yeah, I did consider momentarily a couple of weeks ago doing some revision, but I thought that wouldn't be in the spirit of
just a revision. Yeah.
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 Sort of having a look at cup final winners and trying to remember them, but I thought, no, that's not in the spirit of the game, Graham. So I didn't doing that. Also, it would have required me doing some work.
Well, it would have done. Yeah, I'm surprised you haven't printed them out and have them in front of you so you get it straight away.
Yeah, but that would be outright cheating.
It would.
I'd just be cheating myself, wouldn't I?
You would be. We talked about that as a conundrum. Is it all right to cheat in a test? And we decided it was okay.
Yeah. Did we?
I can't remember.
I think you did. I think you decided it was okay.
Yeah.
Or I decided it was okay. I can't remember. One of us decided it was okay.
Yeah.
Anyway.
We were divided, but that sort of wraps this one up.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, that was quite upbeat and jovial, wasn't it?
I think it wasn't bad, really, was it?
I'm going to leave you with this one to think about because I know you don't like being put on the spot.
What, a conundrum?
No, it's not a conundrum. It's just, okay. I just want to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you next time for your answer. So I'm going to give you a fortnight to think about it.
Okay.
So we had a very nice email this week from listener Claire. And she said some nice things about the pod and how she enjoys listening to it. But one of the things she pointed out, and it's not the first time I've heard this from someone, she stumbled upon us looking for the more famous BBC podcast called Sideways.
Was it Channel 4? I thought it was Channel 4, but perhaps...
No, it's a BBC Radio 4 podcast, which is also very good if you haven't listened to it.
Yeah.
And so it got me thinking about, have you ever been looking for something, not being able to find it, but found something else that you found similarly enjoyable? So I'm going to leave that one with you, and I'm going to think about it as well.
Yeah.
You understand the question, right?
I do. So you're looking for something, and you've something like something serendipitous.
Correct. Oh, nice. Well, I don't think that word's been used very often on this podcast.
No, but it fits the situation perfectly, doesn't it?
Yeah, I'm going to leave that with you. I was looking for this. I couldn't find it, but I found this instead and found some joy from that too. It's kind of an extension of gratitude, really.
It is, really, yeah. Okay. I will have a think about that because the first thing that popped into my mind was stumbling across a different group. You're going in the record shop, you're looking for something you want, and you come across saying, "Oh, I like the look of that."
Well, yeah, I mean that's certainly fertile ground because, as I think I've said before, when I was younger, I used to buy albums on the strength of the cover.
Yeah, on the
even
artwork.
If I hadn't heard of the artist.
It was even better if you hadn't heard of them because it was a moment of discovery then, wasn't it?
Yeah, and it doesn't feel as good these days hearing something on a streaming platform.
No, it doesn't.
It doesn't feel as if you've put any work in.
No, it doesn't.
There's no jeopardy, is there?
There is no jeopardy.
Yeah.
No, because, again, the second-hand record shops, like Vinyl Records, was it down Old Street?
Plastic Surgery.
Plastic Surgery.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, Eddie Locke. Plastic Surgery, yeah. That was, I remember going there because you could afford, they were second-hand, so you could afford to buy cassette tapes, cheap cassette tapes. And and just for £1 or something like that, and you would have a new. That's where I discovered the Filthy Christians.
Well, there you go. I used to go in there on a Saturday afternoon and buy a handful of albums, bring them home, listening to them.
Yeah.
And then the ones that I didn't like, or even ones that I did like, I'd record, and then I'd take them back and sell them back in.
Would you? Yeah.
Yeah. So it was good. I think I certainly discovered a lot of good bands there. I did get some duffers as well, obviously.
Yeah, like the Filthy Christians. They were awful. It was just shouting grime stuff, and there was no. Yeah.
I think I might have discovered the Men That Couldn't Hang. They couldn't hang that way.
Oh, right.
Actually.
Didn't we see that? We saw them.
We saw them in Brighton. Do you remember that? Was an absolutely cracking gig.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it was quite beery, as I recall.
I think it was, yeah. Back in the day, that was.
It was back in the day. All right.
Anyway, we're just reminiscing on and rambling, aren't we?
Yeah. So I'll leave that one with you. See if you can think of anything else.
I will. Okay, mate. Lovely.
All right.
Laters. Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Sideways was created by Graham Landy and Martin Pankhurst. If you want to read more about our work or sort through the extensive archive of past episodes, just visit grahamlandywellbeing.co.uk/sideways-podcast. You can follow us on Twitter or Facebook or Instagram at Sideways Podcast, and you can email us if you have a question or if there's something you'd like us to cover. But most of all, we want to tell you how grateful we are that you come and listen, and we ask that if you've enjoyed what you've heard, that you spread the word. And we'll see you next week.